Hey guys, Roxy Sims here, and I have another speed build for you today. Today I am building a criminal's rundown apartment. I have the address of this apartment still up there in the top left-hand corner in case you want to know where this apartment goes. But I do believe it is in the fashion district of San Myshuno. It is an apartment that needs TLC, so this apartment definitely has its quirks. Lots of weird little things you have to work around. The biggest quirk, of course, being the chalk outline of a sim in the, pretty much the entryway of this apartment. If you have not had the opportunity to play in an apartment that needs TLC, boy, it is an experience. So there are little mouse holes in the wall. Actual mice will come out of those. I think you can sometimes have like a bug infestation. There's a vent that's going in the bathroom of this. Well, it's not going in there, it's already in there. That I think it gets overflowed with some things and it smells. And then there's an electrical panel, it'll start sparking. And then those pipes that are in the kitchen, they'll leak. So there are many things in this apartment that makes it interesting. And with those things, they need to be accessible so that your landlord can come in and fix them. So I tried to make everything very accessible to the landlord when they need to come in. And so I tested out this apartment as well. So everything should work. It all worked when I play tested it. So when I was deciding which apartment that I wanted to build, what kind of apartment I wanted to go in this space, I thought I had to make a really rundown apartment, because with all these things that are wrong with this apartment, I felt I didn't want to hide all this stuff. I kind of wanted to lean in to how bad this apartment really is and just play that up. So that is what I went with. I took all the design elements of this apartment that I already had, the vent, the chalk outline, everything like that, and that's the direction I went with. And I thought a criminal apartment would be kind of fun, because I don't all the time, I always make these ideal lives for my Sims, and I thought, if I went the other way and made a criminal, that would be fun. I need to do that more often, because I really haven't played as a criminal, and I want to make a kleptomaniac sim, and I just wanted to play into the type of apartment that this is. I also kind of wanted to do this type of apartment because let me just start from the beginning. So with this all, virus thing going around, I have had absolutely no creativity. The reason being, when I get stressed, it zaps all my inspiration and creativity. So I could start building, and then I just nothing fits, and I don't like anything, and I end up just trashing it all. And that is what had been happening, because my husband got laid off, and then my stove broke, and then my fridge broke. So I've had 2 major appliances break. How does that happen in 1 week? I have no idea. It's just lucky, I guess. So I've been super stressed out about that, and because a fridge is expensive, a stove is expensive. So it's been weighing on me a bit, and I just have no creativity when I'm really stressed out about something. I was really stressing out about that, especially because I can't just get delivery, because I live way out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm how am I gonna I need to cook, and I need to make dinner and everything, and then I have nothing to really make dinner with. And so that was a huge thing, and you can't just go to a restaurant right now. And so that's a bummer. And I live very far away from restaurants, so getting takeout it's a whole long thing. By the time I get home, it's all cold, So I was just stressing out about that. And so the reason that I went with kind of a rundown apartment is that I love making rundown things. I just love it. And it's almost like I don't even need creativity or inspiration to make them because I just love them so much. Does that make sense? Yeah, sorry, I was being a bit of a downer there, but just wanted to explain what has been going on recently. And so yeah, so that is why I went with rundown. First of all, it just fits this apartment, and I'm just trying, of course, to fill all the apartments. But second of all, I just love rundown things. I love it's so fun for me to build this type of thing. So of course that's what I went with. That also kind of leads into the fact that I am so sorry for the lack of videos lately. First of all, of course, it's the stress, how I'm going to make food for my family and all of that. But second of all, my husband hasn't really gone to work since this whole virus thing, because at first they were just paying him and he could stay home, but then they've recently laid him off. So finding a time to do voiceovers, I also have my son, so I am never alone anymore. I'm used to having some alone time, and that's when I get my voiceovers done. I have absolutely no alone time ever anymore. So, working around all that is definitely a challenge. I eventually will get an office, and also we've been working on our basement. So my office will eventually go down in the basement when that's all finished. We are at the drywall stage. And we're all doing it, ourselves. My husband has been using this time to get all the drywall up in the basement. And it's like a different world down there. If you ever are redoing your house and then you go from just the studs, so just the wood in the walls, and then drywall gets put up, it is like night and day. It's totally different place. So that's really cool. It, is going to be finished hopefully soon. And then I can have an office. And it'll be easier because then I don't have to kick people out of the living room. I can just go down to my office and record stuff. So that would be really, really nice. Well, now that stuff is all out of the way, let's talk about this build, shall we? So, I don't know if you noticed, but I wanted to put just little nods to the fact that this person is a criminal. So I put a little bag of money on the coffee table, and I would assume that this is not this person's money. If they have just bags of money laying around, you would think maybe they'd have a little bit nicer of an apartment. So maybe that bag of money is just, he's holding it for now and then is eventually going to go to his boss. And then I put little things around that maybe he's stolen. So I put what are those called? Computer parts and things like that, and maybe some plans for crimes on the coffee table. Things like that. I wanted to put little nods to the fact that there's maybe some sketchy stuff going on here. And I figured that they do make a little bit of money, but the fact that they live in this big city, big city apartments, crazy expensive. And maybe this person just doesn't care so much about that, but has put their money into maybe a nice stereo system, a big TV, stuff like that. But the apartment, not so important. They put their money into things that are just a bit more important to them. But I definitely think this is the kind of person that you do not want to live by. You don't want to be the Sims neighbor. Because if you could tell, there's some juice bottles around the place, some cans everywhere. I'd assume this person parties a lot and pretty loud. That's the kind of vibe that I get from this Sim. So, not the best neighbor. And I did figure this would be a great apartment for a studio apartment. As you could tell, there's no set bedroom. They've just kind of made their own bedroom by putting up a couple bookcases to kind of close off the bedroom space from the living room space. This is a very small apartment, so I thought this would be the perfect type for a studio. Well, guys, we are pretty much done with this build. Just a little more decoration, putting this little toothbrush on the sink here, and then that's about it. And I just want to thank you so much for watching. It really does mean the world to me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope to talk to you all again very soon. Bye, everybody!